Hello, my name is Danielle Oliva, and here is my project demo for my HCI CS420 project on autonomous vehicles and bicycles. So going into what that project is, it's just a study on how autonomous vehicles can communicate with bicyclists when they are completely driving in fully autonomous mode, meaning that there is no driver in the driver's seat and it's just the vehicle and a pedestrian on the road. Here you see some of the first iterations of the scenario designs, as I will be doing a VR simulation with an autonomous vehicle and a bicycle that is controlled by a real-life bicycle and speed controlled in that way. On the first row is the more complex scenarios that I decided not to go to. And then on the second row, you see the actual scenarios that will be implemented for this project. Here again is some of the vehicle models that we'll be going over and the point of view that you'll see in the demo. So now I will be showing you videos of the actual demo of the project. Here I will first show you the initial demo, initial looks when I was first working on it. Here you see the Unreal Engine editor, and here you also see the vehicle moving. This was when I was first working on the models. You see that the vehicle really isn't turning correctly, and it's not working as intended. Okay, now in the next video, we will see a little bit better of models. Here, we'll go ahead and restart this. Here we'll see the different components of the actual simulation. Here you see the autonomous vehicle that's turning from a driveway and a bicycle that will be riding in a straight line when a user is actually on it. You also see that in the VR pawn in the bottom right, that the camera is pulled to the floor. That's so we can adjust it to the user's height when the user study is actually being done. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and move on to a model that is mostly working, but is also not complete quite yet. Okay, here you see the initial state of the simulation where you are on a bike and you're just looking forward on a car that is about to turn out onto the road. Go ahead and hit play here. Here you see me clicking through the different types of feedback modules, and this is an example of what it will look like when the vehicle is actually turning. So the user sees the vehicle and sees the feedback module on it at a good distance, and it's visible and legible. We go back, here's another model that you saw earlier. Here's a little bit of a better example of it. It turns nicely, and you can see what's on the vehicle. Here's an example of a feedback module that has text rather than images. Here you can see the example of a like or like question. So when the user is provided with a feedback module, ideally they will be prompted to answer these questions immediately after, so the users don't forget or don't confuse the feedback modules with each other. And this is controlled with the HTC Vive controller, so the users can select right, left, and then pull the trigger on the controller to select the option that they want. And to make it simple for the user, this just appears when the researcher or the person who's running the study selects Q on the keyboard. We try to keep the UI of this particularly similar and uniform with each question, so it was easy to go through. And here we'll just go through a few of the question widgets for the feedback modules. All right. When the user is complete, when the user completes the study, their results will be saved onto a file that can be later analyzed by the researcher. And this will be just saved into a CSV file, so it's easily transferable between different mediums. All right. Anyways, that's my project, and the things that I need to work on are just getting the Arduino working with the bicycle. We have it set up with a Hall sensor right now. Let me see if I can find the photo of a diagram of it. Here you can see the Arduino function that actually translates the movement of the Arduino of the bicycle into movement into Unreal Engine.